What's up, people? My name is Kevin and welcome back to the OCD Gaming TV. Right, today I'm returning to my roots and my core fundament of my channel, which I wanted, is to be strategy gaming. So I don't do a lot of strategy gaming because it's not real. There's a big community, but for playing online and stuff, it's mostly first-person shooters. So the game we're doing today is Endless Space 2, and I gotta admit, when this game came out and I played it for the first time, I absolutely hated it. Not because it's a bad game, but because I didn't understand the game, firstly. Secondly, I'm not a big fan of turn-based games, not because they're bad or anything like that. The fact is why I don't like them is because when you get to the later stage gaming, the turns, with most games, not all games, but sometimes you can wait up till 10 minutes for a turn to end. So, well, it depends also on what game. But turn-based games, they're extremely slow-paced, and I like fast-paced games, and I want to, get in there and build stuff and dominate. And I like myself, when I play strategy games, I've got a fundamental rule that I like to dominate resources, because dominating resources leads to victory. So I stopped playing the game for about a year, and then a week ago I started playing it again, and after I watched some videos and I took the time to actually read this game, and this game is awesome. You don't understand how good this game is. So I decided I'm going to do a series on this game. So we're going to start a new game. The session is going to be whatever, and then the gameplay, this is what I'm going to be fast paced. I'm going to have 9 competitors because there's 9 races, so we'll get to the races now. We're going to stick on normal difficulty because it does get difficult even on normal. The pirates I'm going to keep on normal because the pirates are just irritating as hell. We're going to do a disc for disc. What does that mean? Maybe a ring world. I'm not going to do a spiral because a spiral can kill you quickly. Number of constellations. Many constellations, they do have an impact. You get bonuses when you start a constellation is basically just like a province. So it gives you a nice bonus. So I kept it on many. Galaxy size is going to be exceptional. That's the biggest. Galaxy density is going to be high. Right. Then we go into our empires. Let's go. To the stars. So as I said, there is 9 races you can play. You've got the Sophons, the Cravers, the Lumiras, the Voyani,
to the virtual endless, and death to all infidels.
Jeez, that was long. The Empire, the Roshan,
Let's step into our world.
the Riftborn, the Unfallen, and the newest one,
will be ours.
the Volters. I've played as all of them, and that's the one thing that you gotta like, or what I like about this game. Firstly, is every single race plays differently. Not one of them plays the same, and the lore in this game, it's amazing. So a lot of people will say the best starting races when you start the game, it's the Empire, United Empire, the Mirrors, and the Sophons. It's difficult to say. The strongest race you can play, it's either the Cravers or the Voyani, but the Voyani is the most powerful. Even their leaders are just, especially the last level of their leaders is extremely powerful. But
choose the
they either have a good start or they have a bad start. So I don't like playing them, although they're the strongest. Then I would say the Cravers, because the Cravers can do their infantry or their armies is superbly strong. But yeah, they get a lot of penalties with their happiness, and happiness plays a very important part in this game. So you always have to keep an eye on your happiness. The weakest race, in my opinion, let's first go. I would not recommend the Sophons as one of those 3 starting empires, because although they get technology super fast, super fast, they are, according to me, they're the weakest empire. Because their military, their spaceships and stuff, it can get strong, but their land forces are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And in the late game, you do have to conquer a lot of planets, and they just suck. Totally suck. A lot of people say that Ration is the weakest empire to play, but I have to say it's these guys. I seriously, I like playing them. I hate their army, and I don't play them because of their weak army, because I like to invade. I like to take over stuff. So they're pretty bad in that sense. Then the other people saying the Lemiras. Yes, so they are predominantly economical based empire, and they can colonize. A lot of people says they can colonize quickly, and yes and no, because the way they colonize is through dust. They don't build colony ships. You just buy a planet, but that's where the problem comes. You have to have dust to buy planets, and here by your let's say your 12th system you want to buy, you need about almost 4,000 dust just to buy that planet. So, and they're not very quick in getting dust. Yes, they do get it quicker in some aspects, but it still takes some time. But their fleets are nicely round off, and the army is also nicely round off, although I do struggle with their land forces. So the United Empire is the best one. They've got they're just a round off empire. So for beginners, go for United Empire. So let me just quickly tell you something. We are going to do the Unfallen.
Listen to the whispers of the
So because of the various few aspects. The first aspect is the way they colonize. I think they're one of the empires that colonize the fastest. They're pretty damn good in resources, and resources in this game gets done in 2 different ways. The first one is by system bonuses, the first one is actually via population. The quicker population you get, the more bonuses you get on that system with the resources. And then the second one, like I said, is the systems. So they get population really quickly because they can colonize quickly. And thirdly, they get system bonuses like asteroid fields, nebulas and stuff like that. They get those bonuses super fastly because of their the way they do their colonization and influence. So yeah, we're gonna do the Unfallen. Also, they've got some good defenses on their planets. So let's select them. I'm gonna start with them, and I'm gonna leave it so you can check their intro. So I'll remain quiet while that plays. Just want to say I do apologize for the fan. I do have some noise gates and stuff on, so hopefully I will reduce it and not make my voice too roboty, but we'll see it in the end. So come on, why is it taking so long now? Oh, there we go. That's so good. Launch. Huh.
ignorant of other worlds, of other races. We slumbered for ages. We were even ignorant of ourselves. For we knew fire as rebirth, renewal, life, not as death, from above as from below. The carnage of the flames terrified us. but the heart soothed us, and we thought long about what we must do. For this new fire also awoke things inside us. Talents, truths, and a desire to heal the galaxy. Everything begins with fire. But we will not let everything end with fire.
So that was an interesting intro. I do love the art style in this game. Okay, so we discovered, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, that's just freaking weird. I'm also not going to read this. You can read it on your own, you can just pause it and read it. But let's see where that is. It's right here. And what does this planet give me? Let me just quickly check. Oh, a lot of food. That's actually quite good. But it's a tiny one. So, right. There's a lot of reading in this game. And the first time I played it, I just ignored it. And that's where I made my mistake. Because you can't ignore it. Because this game works on a give and take principle. It gives you something nice, and then it takes something. So there's always those scales that you have to balance. So be careful when you take something. When the game is tricky in that sense. It lures you with a bonus, but you have to read the fine print because it's going to nail you somewhere. So there's a few things you have to take into consideration in this game. The first one is the influence, but with Unfallen you don't have an influence. You've got these vines, which is awesome because I suck at influence, and I lost with the other races. I lose a lot of my empires via the influence, because other empires or factions, they just chuck influence over my systems and they conquer them that way. So luckily for them, they've got vines, so influence doesn't really hamper them. Then, like I said, there's two things you have to take into consideration to get resources. The first one is systems, or the first one is your population, and then systems. Now, the Unfallen has got a very interesting way to do something, because food is the most important factor when you want to get population. So, and with all the other races except the Riftborn, to get popular and the Vogani, to get population or to get more colonies, it takes food from your other systems, because you need to influx food into that system for that outpost to grow into a colony, and that hampers you. Now, the Unfallen doesn't have that penalty. They just do it via the trees. And then the other nice thing is that every one of their population, they give 5+ food on fertile, and then they just generate 2+ food. So you get a lot of food. So you get population quickly. And then also we start on a fertile planet, so we get 7+ just for one of these. And then these guardians, they're most forest and planty planets, so they give a ton of influence and happiness. So that happiness also can kill you rather quickly, because you have to get your empires happy. If they fall below content, I think it's content, they start rebelling and you get a lot of issues. And you have to take that's the amount of systems you're allowed to control before you get penalties. You have to keep an eye on them. Because I was playing the Sophons and I was expanding too quickly and I didn't have an eye on it, and I had a lot of rebellion in my empire and a lot of my people just left. So, like I said, we're getting a ton of resources just by that. So just by our population. So awesome on that one. And then the other way, like I said, we don't have a a nebula or asteroid field nearby. So that's actually sucky. But if this, let's say this was a nebula, and nebulas, they do give like a lot of research, a lot of dust, and a lot of industry and stuff like that most of the time, or just one of those two or a number of those. So with the other races, you have to get that nebula because you can't colonize a nebula. So you have to get it into your sphere of influence, which would have been a circle around here. And for that influence circle to grow, it can take up to anything between 20 and 40 turns. But with the Unfallen, you can just send a Vine ship there and take over that system. Because you send it there, you use your Vine ship. Where's my Vine ship? And you just click on these implant beacon, which sends out the space routes, and you take over that system. And bam, between 5 and 10 turns, you've got it. The other thing also that makes the Unfallen rather good is the way in which they take over systems. So by means of sending out these Vine ships, we're actually going to send our Vine ship over to this one because I want this planet, Skakahaya. And let's send it over to that side. So when you reach a new system, you're going to click on this and it's going to start spreading the routes back to your home system or to your nearest system that you control. Now what's also interesting with this, as soon as this starts, this lane, if it takes 2 to 3 turns to go for it, it will speed up your movement of your fleets also in that. So that's also a bonus. So for me to take over this system, it will take us 10 turns with one Vine ship normally. But if you have 2 of them, then it cuts that, so that take over in half. So it will take them 5 turns to take over systems. So they can spread and colonize quickly. And then also when that system is fully rooted, they give you the option, well, it depends on how many planets you can conquer in that one. They give you an option to choose which one to colonize for free in the first turn. So very, very fast in that aspect. Right. So that's why I love this race, and I think they're one of the best races. Okay, so the other thing, okay, we need to get our happiness up. So, but I will come in time. Then when you go to the government system, the active laws, you have to read them because like this one, it gives you 3 science per planet, per civilian on planet, but it also takes 2 happiness away. And it costs now. That is good because I do get a lot of happiness from my guardians, and that's actually maybe a good one to get for now. The industry one, I'm not going to touch industry because industry, I like to boost that. Industry and science. Well, and you have to also keep your eye on the food. But with the Unfallen, they generate food at a crazy speed. So kudos on that one. So I have to keep my eyes on research and industry. And I like industry because I like to build quickly. So I'm going to check for that. So what might I get by the... I think I'm going to push this one. Yeah, let's pause it. So now every citizen is going to generate 3 science, but I'm going to lose 2 happiness, which is not too bad. I can also always cancel later if it hits my my approval too badly. Okay, so that is sorted. The marketplace is quite nice. I like to research the market rather quickly because when I get like these critical strategic resources, I do use them I do sell them a lot to get a lot of dust quickly. And also you can buy heroes and ships and stuff like that, but we'll get later into that when we research that technology. So yeah. Oh yeah, I have to say this. Systems, there's 2 other resources. It's these luxury resources, and it's not to say that every system will have one. Some They might or they might not. And every resource gives a dislike. Transfine is actually the better one, which is actually also good because it gives 15 happiness on system. Blue Cap gives a lot of research per system. So I actually started on a pretty damn good system. So, and then, like I said, it's the strategical resources, which is actually very important because it comes into types of buildings you can build on your planets and also upgrades you can do on your ships. But we'll get to that later. I'll touch the research tab last. Ships-wise, we can't do a lot now. But an interesting thing that I discovered, which I never knew, was this tab. Is where you can upgrade your land forces. I discovered that late. So as you can see here, there is where the strategical resources comes in. So yeah, always keep an eye on this. Keep your forces strong. So just always keep an eye on that. This is your battle cards. It's basically your strategies that you employ before you go into a space battle, because space battles you don't actually have control over them. They're cinematic, which I love. So whoa, before we leave there, I actually want to this one. I want out. I want the barrage one because we're gonna do a lot of missiles. I like missiles. So this gives 2 damage on long range weapons. This is good. That's good. Okay. I'm not gonna touch edit them, but you can edit these ships, or you can create a new one, and that's the modules. When you get better class modules, they do change color and they do have bonuses, and they'll cost resources, your strategical resources. So, but we're not gonna touch that one now. The other one is your heroes. I'll get into the heroes, and then it's your quest, normal, and then your diplomacy, but we can't do diplomacy because we haven't discussed. So research is also very important. It's divided into 4 fields: military, economic, science, and empire development. So the first 3 resource technologies I like to get is this one, xenologistics. It gives me access to titanium. Then I like to go for xenobiology, which gives me this building. It's a science building, but it gives a lot of science bonuses. And then I like to get Hyperion capture as my third one, and then I like to get these 2 also later on. This one just makes you like able to buy out stuff from your construction queue, and this one opens the market. Right, so basically done that. We don't start with any manpower, and manpower dust is basically just for buying and building certain stuff. It's just the currency, it's like gold. Manpower is very important because you need manpower for your fleets, for your armies. So I need something to boost it, and I think I need to find some minor civilizations to give me a boost in that, because I'm not going to get technology to build stuff on my planets to boost that quickly. So yeah, okay, it's just telling me the resources. What is this? The path
An
of the
eternity of peace has been shattered by the arrival of violent alien species upon the world of Koyasil. The people called the Unfallen have been shocked out of their ages of slumber, and their treasured ideals of harmony and unity are being challenged. You are the voice of this contemplative and powerful people. Now that your curiosity and fear has been awakened, you must leave the whispers of the world heart, venture into the galaxy, and impose harmony upon the stars. Everything begins with fire.
Right.
But you cannot let it end with fire.
Really? Right, so that's just a basic introduction to my empire. So do read these messages. They give a lot of valuable information. So yeah, we're gonna colonize that planet quickly because it gives a ton of food. Right, then the other aspect is your hero. So there's a few ways I like to play with them. because heroes, let's inspect this hero. They give a lot of bonuses when you go into their skill trees. And so do take time to read this. They give, that's for fleet. Well, that's actually a good one. It gives me 1 industry and 1 food per citizen on your planet. But it's not the 101 that gives me movement. This gives me, ooh, that's actually really good. 7 on system. So these two, I don't generally use my leaders in fleets. I know a lot of people are going now, no, why? Yeah, I just don't, because I like to get, like I said, I like to dominate by resources. So I do get the resource bonuses going quickly. So to maximize my empire, so I can get a ton of resources, because with a ton of resources I can put out a ton of ships. So yeah, but I think I'm going to go for the science one quickly enough when this guy upgrades. So always take note of what they can do. Well, so later on, okay, so how I'm going to play this guy, I want to get to his ship. I'm going to put, whoa, that's loud, that on. I want to get another one going. I might, there's always 3 types of modules on a ship. It's either defense, weapons, or support. I think I'm going to keep it like this. It's going to cost me money to upgrade it, 45 gold. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add him to this explorer. And then, yeah, before we get to that, let's do this. You'll see a lot of planets, they give you, there's a lot of different types of planets. There's from ash, lava, forest, subterranean, arid, toxic steppes, and they all have importance. Then the other thing also with planets is the size of the planet, because that allows you to get certain population on a planet. And if you get too much population on a planet, it, like over here, when you start going into this orange, you start to produce unhappiness, and that goes over to your overall approval. So you always have to take note about that. So then on top of that, it will tell you, is it temperate, is it cold, is it a fertile, is it a sterile? And a lot of people are like, well, what does that got to do with it, the planets? It comes into the type of buildings. Like I'm trying to see if I've got one like this building. It gives you 5 plus food per cold planet. It gives you another 5 plus for a hot planet. So if I had, like over here, I've got a hot planet, so it will give me the normal 5 plus food, and it will give me an added bonus of 5 plus because of the hotness of this planet. So that's where that comes into. And then the other thing is, it's got these anomalies. It's basically stuff that it's like treasures on the planet, to explain it. And you can either take over the system and build that treasure, or you can use your scout ships, and by means of using their probes, you can research them or open them. Come on, I did something wrong there. And then you get the bonuses, like there's anomaly, humorous incidents. It gives me, oh, that's actually good. It gives me 4 plus research on per citizen in the system, and then it gives me 10 XP to my ships. The other one gives me, ooh, you see now, it gives me 1 industry, but it minuses 1 research resource per citizen, and I get some influence. Nice. What do you give me? Ooh, nice. Technology. You're gonna give me ooh, happiness. That's bad. And I get a new battle tactic and a guardian. Guardians is super. Their defense is stupidly good. Okay, so where did we start? We started out on the rim. Do I want to go? No, I'm not going to go. Oh, and because we did that, we get a skill. So I want to get research up and going quickly. So I usually use them the first 10 turns just to explore. Let's send a probe this side. That's the other use also of probes, that you use them, well, obviously to probe. Okay, and I think, oh yeah, we need to build something on our planet. I like to get a vine ship out quickly, but I can actually do with the research. So the research and dust bonus on this planet. So let's do that quickly, and then we'll get a vine ship going. I do apologize for talking quickly and going quickly through all these. Oh, this is quickly through everything. But when we get into the later game, you'll see clearly what I mean and stuff like that, or what I was talking about. This is actually not a bad planet. It's got two of my favorite resources in there. Yeah, Hyperium and Titanium is one of these most common resources, but I do like them. Because, not for building, yes for building obviously, but I do sell a lot of them to get a lot of dust. Because I get a lot of dust and I buy out a lot of ships quickly. But, with that said and done, we want to get a minor civilization rather quickly. Come on. Right, quest is where the lore of this game comes in, and you have to read carefully and you have to make careful decisions. Remember, always take your time to read through it and check like I said, what it gives you and what it takes. So, we awoke ages ago. The first of us come to life fully conscious, as if from one day to the next, the dawn changes us. We did not worry ourselves with this. However, for ages we simply grew and thought, listening to the heart and learning about our world. Causal. We sunk our roots deep into the soil to see what lay beneath. We gazed at the stars and tracked their passage across the sky. Why seek anything else? What more is required of life? Then these others came, bringing their conflicts and their violence, driving us into self-doubt and confusion, to ask, where did they come from? Is a brief step away from asking, and where did we come from? We hear the murmurs of the heart, and it soothes us. It speaks to us of a serenity and strength, but the old reassurance are no longer enough. They fade with the old vision of the universe. It seems we are one small clod of dirt in an unthinkable vast galaxy. And now we must raise our limbs, shake out our roots, and look beyond. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of that, but you get the emphasis. So this is part 1. So if I go the science route, which means possess 2 anomalies in your empire, I get a random tech and possess 3 new star systems. I get... Nah, I'm gonna go for the tech. Yeah. So, done. And it keeps it there. We are pacifists. Yeah. And then it's the ecologist that's next. Okay. Let's keep moving. I want to get a... what is this? Let's explore this system. It's only 2. It gives me deduction, or deciduous trees deduction. Oh, that's actually good. You'll see later on. Oh, another technology. Well, let's go in here. When you get system developments, it will list buildings that you can build here. And how that works is you use your either your strategic or your luxury resources to add bonuses to that building. And with every tier, you get more spaces in those buildings or more equipped bars. So, and they give a lot of bonuses. So that's where these luxury resources is going to play massively in my empire. So 1 turn for that. I had one more probe, which I'm going to send into that way. And then we go this way, because I want to get into the heart of this galaxy. Okay. So, oh, we found a race. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the nearest, we'll check where they are now. Temperate faction provides more than, so they'll give me a lot of gold, research, and manpower, which I need. So we're going to start negotiations, and we're going to praise them quickly. So for 5 turns, we're going to get 6+ influence on them, which is good. I think you need to be at 40 to start, 40 or 35 to start getting rewards from them. So they are over there. Okay. So let's keep moving. So we found another star system here. I'm going to send a probe this way and then still go on the center. Right, our first tech was done, so we can do Xeno industry and we can start exploiting titanium, which is good. Actually, how long is this going to take me? 4 turns. Now I'm going to do the vine ship first. I want the vine ship. Ooh, nice. We found another one. Start negotiations. They give, 2 food. Nice. And we're going to praise you and praise you twice. So we get 8+ for 5 turns. No, I'm lying. That was the other way around. It's 5 for 8 turns. No, I was right the first time. Jeez. And they're over here. Nice. I've played. You always start with 2 close to you. Always. So, yeah, that's a thing. So you always get 2 of them and they will help you quite quickly. Right. So let's keep moving. Ooh, that's also a nice system. What does it give me? What type of planets? Oh, it's so good. Gives me a lot of dust. Actually, I want something with industry. Oh, also to take note, when you send your leaders on your fleets and to get XP quickly by exploring, it's always first to send them first into a system because they get that XP for discovering these lanes. So just keep that in the back of your head. But we can level him up already. So let's go. Apply that one. Yeah. Let's go. Sorry about that. Just clicked out of it. What else is happening in our system? Nothing. We just gotta wait the 5 turns to get this vine ship going. The only other thing that's relatively bad with the Unfallen is I can't take this system over because you can only vine ships in connected to your current routed system. So I can only vine these. I can't go and vine or colonize these. So they're pretty linear in their method of colonizing, if you understand what I meant by that. So let's keep moving. Oh, like see, this is here. This system has got no planets. So, but they give, if this system does fall into your influence sphere, it will give you 10 industry, 10 research, 10 dust, and 10 influence, which is awesome. And Now, take it now for me. I played as one of the, and I only have this planet. So, and my influence, usually you start with your influence like half of what your current system size is. So it will be roughly here. So for my influence to spread to here, it will take forever. But if I just use my vine ships, it will take me 5 turns, 10 turns, 15 turns. Then I get that bonus. So, quick. Right, do we have, we've got 3, so let's send one there, let's send one there, and let's send one there, and we're going to go on this route. Actually, I should start exploring out to this system, but it's fine. Right, no research, awesome. Noise. Objective achieved by unknown empire. Be the first successfully to reach 10 curiosities. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna. I want to buy out quickly. 3 turns, and I'm gonna do the market, and then arid, savannah, snow, steppes. Icy, colder planets, they give a lot of research, where your drier, barren planets, they also fall into that one. But what do I want? Ash planets gives a lot of industry. I'm gonna do that one. Which also, another thing that's nice is when you queue up technologies, you can actually just drag and drop them to change their line in the queue. Okay, I'm gonna do it that way. Keep exploring. Ooh, another nice one. Start negotiating. They also give food. Awesome. I'll praise them also. There's. So we're gonna need to go up this way. So I like to get 4 vine fleets going as soon as possible. There's a way to, I'll show you now how to trick the game. So take it, well, it's going to take me 3 turns now to build that one ship, and that's after it's been there for 3 turns already. But when you go into the, let's edit this ship, and so it starts with 2 armor, a root module and a speed module. But let's remove all of this quickly. Then we apply the design, and then we go into our, and we add the vine ship. You'll see it still just takes 1 less of what it originally was. So it's not a big boost. So, but you'll see where we actually need to get, the reason for that is because we're generating very low industry. So we need to up our industry in this. So usually what I do is, especially when I get the buyout tech going, you'll see the ship is not very expensive when you go into dust. I should have actually showed that when I was in the creation, but then I like to get a lot of them up, and I like to buy them out quickly, and then I just add the modules on them and I upgrade them. It's going to be a lot cheaper that way, because if you buy an empty ship, let's do this this way. If you buy an empty ship, it will cost you, well, let's say 10 dust. Where you buy a fully equipped ship, it will cost you like 200 dust. But then if you buy the empty one and you add the tech afterwards and you upgrade that ship, it will be an additional 100 dust, let's say. So the 10 construction dust and then the upgrade 100 dust, it works out to 110 dust. So it's still 90 dust cheaper than buying a fully equipped ship. So that's the way I like to do it, to get out ships quickly. Okay, let's go. Let's turn. There wasn't a lot going on here. also to get a better influence, I'm gonna let's just check here. They've got 2 curiosities or anomalies on their planet, or treasures. So what I'm gonna, no, I can't. I don't have any proofs. Okay. That's not bad. So actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna split them. No, I'm not gonna split them. I'm gonna keep them as is. I'm gonna keep on going in. And then I'm gonna come around this way. Yeah, I think that's the best way. Let's end the turn. Ooh, they changed it to cordial, so now I'll be, also cordial, so I'll be getting bonuses now. See, I get some dust, gold going, and I got some manpower going now. So let's check it. Let's go. You see, they give me 6.5 dust, 2.5 manpower, and 3.8 research. So, and these boys, they give me 3.9 dust, 4.5 manpower, and 5 research. And this one's actually quite good, which is awesome. Let's keep moving. Elections are coming. So, pacifist is leading. I'm gonna go. I said we are going. So, what? Let's understand. Which one? So 2. Let's get them for the XP. Ooh, another battle tactic. Nice. XP on ships. And then we got 3. I'm gonna check down. I'm gonna go up this route and come down this side. Let's end the turn. Right. Ew. Call a spaceman a spaceman. Shoot. So I can ignore it. And then, geez, get minus 10 happiness on my systems. But I get increased science, and it's for 10 to... I'm not going to do the industry one, because I need industry to build my ships and stuff. So I'll do the happiness, because my guardians, they do generate happiness automatically. So yeah, let's do that. And we got our second vine ship going, and how many turns? Position power. How many? 1 turn remaining, so let's move. You see, it's gonna be there, and we're gonna join these 2. So still gonna be 1 turn, irrespective. But then we're gonna go for this planet. Let's move. Where's that guy? I want to go move the senator this one. And then, oh, pirates, dang it. And they're blocking my way of advance. So we're going to go that one, irrespective. Because they don't have any ships, hopefully. We do have a lot of curiosity there. So pirates, you can buy stuff from the pirates, especially this buy a mark. And so you can put a target on another empire's system. But they're more than a nuisance than anything. But we'll deal with them later on. So what do we get here? Okay, we got the checks. Buyout ability. So I just want to check something. It's gonna cost me 600. I don't have that. Actually, no, scrap. I want to get this going quickly. A lot of industry, so I can bowl. This one also gives me industry. This one's actually going to give it quicker, but this one gives more. You see, because it gives me 10 on fertile planets, and then 10 per planet and 10 per temperate planet. So I've got a temperate and a fertile planet. So I'm going to get from this one a 30 plus industry, which is awesome. But we're also already taking penalty in our happiness, because you see now we are 39 because we're in here now. Sacred harvest, population transfer improvement, sacrifice to generate 5. No, we're not going to sacrifice for happiness. 110 on that. Okay, so now elections comes, and they do play a role in the type of laws you can push. So supporting one of them, I think you can have up to 3 parties that's dominant in your empire, and each one of them gives their types of laws. So we are pacifists, and they're pretty strong, 59. And then the survey, then it's science, and then it's ecologists. And I'm going to stay with the science one, because we need that science boost law to get more research points. So we're going to stick with that. It just shows you the voting. We only have one system. So awesome. We get Dirty Hands Act, and we get the Make Love Not War rule. Okay, so finish that. Come on, turn. Come on, turn. You have entwined noise. So we're going to get into the colonizing of that one now. But I want to get them over here, because I want to twine this way. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 turns to get to this one, because I want that bonuses. So yeah. You know what I should have done? Yeah, I'm going to show you what I do usually. Okay. So now we've entwined it, so we can get we can start colonizing these. And usually when you root at a system, your first colonize is always going to be 1 turn. So the way I like to do it is usually I would start with the most difficult system to colonize first, and then go over to the easier one. So I would usually start with the lava one, because it will take the longest to colonize that one, and then go into the more like forest and stuff, which is rather quickly. But I don't have that tech, so I can't do that now. So we're just going to do the normal one to get that food bonus and science bonus of this planet. Right, done. So I want to get the cerebral, and I'm going to go for the industry boost, and I'm going to do that, and then later I'll do the food. Yeah. So yeah, let's go. Where's my fleet? It's coming 9 turns. It's coming. Anything else? These guys, I'm gonna actually increase my standing with them, and then also these guys. Let's go. Influence. Oh, nice. Got him. Let's get another bonus. Influence is really used in mostly with the minor civilizations to get them under your thumb, and also in diplomacy. But you also have to build them on your empire or on your systems to shift out your influence sphere. So like these guys, there's their influence. But like I said, on the Unfallen, they don't need that. So I will only build it to get like the resource there, so I can do the diplomatic stuff. So let's keep moving. Something has fallen. There's a 10 anime on the market with no demand chances led to increase. Oh, nice. So if I had any matter, I could have sold that to make a pretty little penny. But I actually have that. I've got that tech. So now the marketplace comes open. So there's a few things you can do here. And I love this side of the game. Usually when I play strategy games, the first important building I always try to get out fast is a marketplace, because you always have in all games there's a certain resource that's always unlimited. You can never get rid of it, and I always like to overproduce that resource so I can sell it to get dust, and then I can buy the ones that's either got a limit to them or that's too hard to get. So what over here you'll be able to sell them, but we're not generating any of these yet, so we can't sell them, but we do generate no, we're not generating any luxury resources also. So you can sell them or buy them. Well, here you sell them, and then over here you buy them. So you got strategic resources that you can buy: titanium, hyperium, antimatter, adamantium, and then there's some others that will come also. Or you can buy luxuries, and they're basically, I would just buy them to give like that bonus to your system with that development structures, which I will cover in a bit. And then also, if you are pretty weak, you can buy ships and heroes here also, but you need a technology to do that. So the system development works as this. And these buildings are pretty easy to build. I think they're between 1 and 4 turns to build. So, but you need to be careful, because the changes you do here affect you cannot undo them. So if I add something in here, you cannot change it later again. So you will either you will add a thing in there and it will give you that, and if you build this, you will add your luxury item in here, and when you build it on your system, you'll get that bonus. And dust is actually not bad. So what do we do? I actually want that. But the transvine is also good because it gives you happiness, and I'm taking a dive. You sure want to close? Yes. I'm taking actually a bit of a dive, yeah, with my happiness. So with that said and done, I might cancel this act to boost it a bit. So yeah, I'm content now again. Yeah, that was giving me a lot of headaches. Gain population. Oh yeah, you can also use when you go into your population, you see we get guardians and we get unfallen, but you do get other populations also in your empire, and you can actually use your luxury resources here to stimulate their growth. So that you must also take a gander at that, because some populations, they give different effects on planets here, so always take note about that. So boosting someone's growth rate means that in the next spawning of a population, it will be that pop that will get prioritized above all the others. Okay, so we've got a fleet that's doing nothing. Okay, the vine ships. So let's entwine. So now it will take 5 turns. And then we can get these goodies going. We also need which planet has got the transvine? Steps. Actually, what is this giving me? Ashwell. Actually, I want the stepped one first. Yeah. Because I'm taking a lot of unhappiness because I'm overpopulated. So when I colonize this one, I can just shift my excess population over to this side, and then get. But I want that. I want that boost, especially the transvine, because it's gonna just up my happiness. Ooh, nice. Getting more resources. Outcome. Objective: be the first to control these 4 star systems. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. We did that. So we're getting a resource boost now. Whoa, that's actually quite damn good. It's also good. But I wanted to get 2 vine ships going first. So, okay, we'll move on its own. And we need to blockade this planet also quickly. Nice. Getting more resources. No, nice. They gave me a massive boost in dust. These ones, I can actually place them a bit more. Get some bonuses there. Let's keep moving. What does this system give me? Oh, actually that's not bad. Really not bad. Right, nice. Nice. What's it gonna take to colonize? 2 turns. I'm gonna do that. To hell with it. This one is not doing industry also. Let's keep going. I need another vine fleet going quickly. Right, the galactic census is coming up. Right, so if I go with parade, possess 2 ships of at least 100, well, that's not gonna happen, but I get 30. Bolt and isn't 10 turns generate, that might happen. And isn't it a stockpile of, that's not gonna happen. It might happen. 10 turns, let's give me, yeah, let's do the horde one. Because that will happen. Right, so we're gonna go up this way. Actually, let's go. You know what? I think he's generated enough. So we're gonna add him as a governor now. Get another nice bonus. So it's unspent skill points. Nice. And we're gonna do this one, the 7 food. We might. Yeah, let's do the 7 food one. Okay. Get more population growing quicker, even quicker. So, and this fleet, I'm gonna. Oh, which side? The system gives what? Dust. Nice. I might go this way. I'm gonna explore this way because my route's gonna go up this side. Ooh, this one gives me industry. That's also not bad. Getting more Unfallen. Right, 30 minutes left before the end of part 1. Okay, 1 turn left there. Nice. Right, so we just colonized this planet and we get the. So what I'm gonna do, you see now it automatically moved over 1, but I'm gonna move these 2 X's in here, which up my. Let's just move them back. You see that my happiness is 70%, but if I take. I don't want to move you. I'm gonna, if I do that, it increases by 7%, and if I move another one, 81%. So you always need to keep an eye on that. And whoa, my industry is getting noise. Might get 2 more, so I can have 3 fleets. Thus far, so that I can send them in this way. Because I think. I want this industry, but I'm gonna go up this way first. So what does the system give me? Right. One ship's done. Research. No research queued. Right. What planets are in here? Doesn't help me taking over a planet. Ooh, barren. Let's go. Let's type Baron. I love this search function, and it's over there. Let's get that going. Then I also want these ships because we're gonna need them relatively soon because of the pirates. So I need to build out some defense ships. Let's go. You have unlocked a new population bonus. Cordial, nice. New objective. Backtrack the path of your 5.5 atmospheric curiosities. Actually pin this quest. Achieved. Nice. Okay, so this system is good and golden. It is, right? Yeah, it is. So let's go this way. 2 more turns in that one. Right, let's check what we can colonize here. Noise, 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 noise. So I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, a large step. What does that give me? Unhappiness. No. Let's go, because I want those resources. Done. Get that. Might get 5 turns. 13 turns. Get like that. +4 and +4. Nice! Gonna pump out a lot of strategic resources for capping. So, come on, 2 more turns on that one. Let's get this ship. Oh, who's this? Who's this? There's a new race here. And please. Damn it! I don't want to start near these guys. I did not want to start near them. Right, let's get. Now we have to pump out. Actually. Let me. I want to check something. Marketplace. What do I need? What tech? Impactless. Missing impactless. This. I need this tech. It's gonna take me 4 turns because I need to get ships. Because
the hive cares a little.
And I'm gonna blockade this. So hopefully why did I do that, you might ask? Because I need that outpost destroyed. So I need to blockade this planet so that there can be no food and stuff going in here. And I need to do, let's invite this system. Because I need that, I want that planet. And I will have that planet, even if I have to go to war. Sounds bad, but yeah, it gets bad quickly. We already, they get population so fast. Come on, we need now we really need those vine ships going. Industry is getting better.
Our purpose is to kill.
Yeah, they're hostile already. This planet will become another Empire's colony in 7 turns. Dang it. Why is this not working? I think it's because they boosted it. Because now this one is forcing me, because I want this, it's forcing me into a different direction, which I'm not happy with. Not by far. Right. So now I build them. So what I want to do, how I want my vine ships. Right, I want them to move quickly. First. I'm gonna give them maybe what's gonna cost? Empire upgrade 109. It's not bad, so it's 218. It's not bad, it's not bad. No. Shield. No. It gives me more health. Okay, so let's do this. Where is this fleet? Upgrade it. And which way am I gonna go? Right, the best way is to go up this way, I think. Let's go. Entwine that system. This is actually pretty bad now, man. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, from Ibini system. Where's Ibini? Ibini is there. So there's going to be a pirate fleet that's going to come down here at some point. To colonize this ship. Shibby. Hopefully, well, we'll see. Still gonna go with the research dudes. Actually, I should start pushing that industry.
Our purpose is to kill.
Aggressive, they're already aggressive. I'm not gonna watch this battle. We might win. Let's do it this way, let's see who wins. Draw. Well, they took a lot more damage than I did. So 33 turns. I might be able to steal this planet. Okay, what are we gonna do? Be the first to have 3 unique star systems improvements in your empire. What does this give me? Improved bunkers, big data, XP on fleets. The problem is now that we discovered the Kravers next to us, and that's the worst start, because I don't want them, because they are pretty damn aggressive. We might, so it means I'm gonna need a lot of manpower, so I'm gonna do that one. What does the Xenology give me? Academy, which gives me leaders, and this one gives me might snow planets, savannas. Let's do gives me. I'm gonna do this barracks shields. Excuse me, I'm gonna do that one. Okay, 2 techs in 1 turn. Okay, it's just a resource thing. No construction. Which planet is that? Which Ibani system. Right, the needle is defense, and it's divine ship 3, and the well 2. It's gonna take me. I want to get 4 ships going, and I want them going fast. I'm gonna buy out these 2 quickly, because I want to send them. You crapping on my backstore. Okay, they will lose that quickly, trust me. I'm not too worried about that. Lost control over the constellation. So constellations, when you zoom out, these areas are like, this is the Vulpecula, but don't worry, and it gives 15 food, but you have to have the dominant number of systems own them. But we'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. Don't worry, people. It's growing good. We're gonna have another vine. Fleet going because we're getting a lot of industry now. Friendly, nice. Thank you. One more turn. Backtrack. Okay, I achieved that. Nice. Explore 3 indicates the move of a fleet in order to find the academy. Okay, this is gonna. I'm not gonna get to that. That's for sure. Dang sure. Right, this one. Create the fleet. Send the fleet. Check there. In one turn, they move through 2 systems, so they're moving quite fast. Complete construction. Nice. Get some science skills. Get that boost going. Apply skill. Gain more population and antenna, which is not good. We might after colonize this planet so I can shift over there, and then go for science, and then go for strategic. Get more science and get more industry. Done. Right, let's go. Right, nice. So we won't be able to take a planet because this belongs to them. But the academy has been discovered by unknown empire. Objective achieve, explore, and 3 indicates. Nice, I achieved that one. So I want to get over here quickly, so I can take over this system, so I can cap that and then move on to that one. Noise. Right, rerouted. No research. We'll get into that now. It's going. Nice. They're under my ownership now, so I'll get more bonuses. Awesome. Right, this fleet is ready. Let's upgrade them, and we are sending them out that way to colonize that side. Nice. Let's get the movement done. You see how quickly the falling gets, but I need to check this. So we already got 3 systems, and it's still going good. Right. Oh, research. I need more. This gives me loss of when sieging. I want tanks. Tanks is good. The support module. What one? I can't. What does this give me? Light class, medium hull, which is nice. This gives me more space. Go for this. Go for that. Let's see, go out there. It's one ship that's doing nothing. You read the report. Okay, this is just so I can save my party that got lost, which will give me 2 industry, or I can celebrate. I want the resources, the industry. So yeah, up yours, buddies. Right, let's move. Right. Let's. What? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Let's go. It's rooted. You have entwined feathers. That's this one. Nice, got some ground forces. Why does it not? You cannot connect vines to an enemy system. This is an outpost. Well, we'll see now what's gonna happen. What I want to do now that we got tanks, remember you have to come in here, and I want to get 20% tanks and 80% infantry, and I want to upgrade my infantry, and I want to upgrade my armor to be a bit stronger. What is this? We're building stuff in all our planets. Nice. Oh, let's end. And done. Bring it done. Right, we got solo quest, Guardians of the Galaxy. Choose no research, reach in the system of Liberia. So we've got already 62 turns, one Unfallen into Guardian. That's nice. Guardians are good. Or generate bark. Defensive module for your ships. That's also quite nice. And a Guardian ecology. Ooh, I actually want this. 100% capacity on systems. What do I need? Search an anomaly on the planet Liberia. When you're ready to use our planet. Search the anomaly on the planet. I can actually do that. This is actually not bad. I'm going to do that one. Liberia. So one of these. Which one is it? I should have probably read it, right? A quest. Oh, I need to take over this planet. So why can't I? Oh, I need a. Well, it's not an issue. Let's just get Explorer. Let's find out. Oh shit! Okay, I'll still got good money. Not the Vine ship. The Embers. Cut off this system. Can I now? Still not colonize it. That's bad. That's bad. It's bad to entwine that system and this one since I didn't want it. Nice. Renewal system gives me a code. It's a weapon. That's actually not bad. Use the fleets of Unfallen to destroy the pirates. No, I'm not going to do this because as soon as I choose this, it's just going to spawn pirates in my area. And no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the renewal systems. It's bad technology. It's not really that good, but it gets me quicker into the story mode. Okay. Right. Got 2 more meals. I want to get them up there. Then get that. Actually, they're not very happy with me. What does this give me? Research. How long is that going to take? 18 turns. Okay, let's do that now. Dana is doing nothing. It's going to take me. Okay, it's fine. Ach, not a Dana, man. No fun. Oh, it was a Dana. Damn it! Where's my head at? So, yo, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. This is not good. Really not good, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Move up there. Part 1, the smoking gun. Hire spies, arrest spies. I'm gonna arrest the spy. It's gonna give me influence, which I need to do one of my quests. 3 turns remaining on that quest. Get you. Let's check. Where's the quest? Technology. The quest. Which one is the quest? It's on the Labira 1. Your fleet doesn't fill the required curiosity. Okay, I'll check that later. Why I can't do that. Let's just move all my fleets quickly. Right. So I think this is going to be the end for the first part. As you can see, we're expanding quickly. We got three fleets of routes or colony fleets. I want to get an additional one going, which we will do in part 2. Then what's bad is the cravers are kicking in this side on our left boundary, and it's going to be bad. Because the cravers are quite powerful, especially when they get because they've got also like the Unfallen, they also have a research bonus, but their research bonus, or not research, resource bonuses on their people, but it only lasts for a certain period up until the planets have been depleted. But they can do a lot of damage within that period because it doubles all their resources produced on a planet. So for them to get this, it's gonna be so bad. And they already got that one also. So dang it, we need to move up quicker. So yeah, we're gonna have a problem quickly. But yeah, we're getting 114 manpower in, which is good. Dust is doing good. Our influence is getting good. We're trying to do all the quest going. We're not at war yet, so it's going good. Technologies are running. We're producing 492 tech or science per turn, which is damn awesome. Industry is up and running. Food is up and running. We've got I might come on. We need to get what? Why? Okay, never mind. We keep it as is. Wait. This one gave something bad. That's why. What was this? Click to effect on a negative anomaly. Okay. Oh yeah. That was why, because of this. What do you call it? So yeah. Okay. That's good. So yeah, we're getting there. So I hope you enjoyed the first part of this series. If I get like, well, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but if I get like 20 views, I will do a part 2. Well, I'm going to do a part 2 in any case because I love this game. Come on, man. So, leave a comment, ask me questions. If you got any questions, ask me. You can even ask me questions about the other factions. I'll try and answer them as quickly as possible. Hit that like button, and always, if you've got friends that loves this game, share this video with them. It's a rather quick tutorial in this game, but if you see what I'm doing in this, you'll understand it. The Unfallen is an awesome race to play as. I do love them. It's my go-to race. So yeah, like I said, hit that like button, leave a comment, speak to me, share it with your friends, and then I'll check you on the next video. Hope you enjoyed your day.